Love to. Okay, well, we will officially get started. Good evening. Welcome. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday at Thanksgiving. So much to be grateful for. We are so blessed that we get to share this amazing technology that changes people's lives. We had a great time with our family and hope you did too. And we get together on Monday night to celebrate, acknowledge rank advancements, give updates, build together as a community, give ideas. And this evening, we have a really, really, really special treat. Once in a while, one of these things happens, and it is my pleasure to introduce someone that when I first met her, when I first got that phone call from her, I didn't know who she was. I don't know where she came from, but I instantly fell in love and I went, oh my gosh, we have got a major leader in our team that just showed out of nowhere. And she's got an amazing corporate marketing background. She has some network experience, not a lot, but she's an amazing student and she studies what's working and she understands marketing and she's always taking care of her team and looking what she can do for people. So it is my honor, my privilege, my pleasure to celebrate and congratulate our very new presidential, Janet Kiefer.
Well, good evening and thank you, Robin. I'm going to start blushing or crying with that. And hello, everyone. And if you're coming at the recording after this, hello, wherever you are in the world. And yes, we're all excited to be here tonight, truly are, and blessed.
We are. So when we get together and someone like you has this major achievement, and just so everybody knows, you need to at least be a director or above, and you have to have personally sponsored 2 directors on either line. It doesn't matter, they could be on the same line, and 100,000 points over a rolling 4-week period. That's a lot of business. That's a lot of business. And so Janet accomplished it. And so I want to turn things over to you because I don't want to take up any more time. You have so many wonderful things to share, and I'm going to let you run with it because people want to learn from you. They want to get the tips from the top and they want to understand what it's going to take to get where you got. Okay. So I'm going to even get off video and let you take it away.
Well, thank you, Robin. Hello, everyone again. Thank you, especially to my team. Today, we sat down and really regrouped and said, you know, what really happened here? And I know when I'm on the calls like yours, it's like, well, how did they do it? So we put some notes together of the journey. And usually I just like to talk to you on camera, but I need to look at my notes because that's the way it is. So let me see if I can do this real quick here. So what I would say is, first of all, LifeWave came out of the blue. That doesn't even describe it. I finally realized it was divinely given and guided, and that it just came out of a phone call of someone who almost never really even followed up, and they just blessed my lives. So here's what I would say. Understand if the opportunity is right for you. There's lots of avenues and products in this industry, but they got to fit you. And so LifeWave really fit me perfectly because I knew there's 135 million people in the US over 50 from past work. I knew they wanted a healthy lifestyle. You know, we want to look great as we age. We want to feel good. And people over 50 have $8 trillion in spending power. I also knew 6 out of 10 were in pain, going to the grocery store, like 6 people in the aisle are on pain meds. And I also understood we're such a big group, there was going to be 20 years of growth. So I said, heck, if this thing works, I got a gold mine. So basically what I would recommend, start with a clear intention. I started with who I wanted. I wanted heart-centered people. I wanted service to other-oriented people. I wanted motivated people who really wanted to help. No fault, no foul to other people in network marketing, but for me, I didn't want here today, gone tomorrow network marketers. Because this product, you have to be a product of the product. You have to use it. You have to understand it. So honestly, though, we started from scratch. We were ignorance on fire. We didn't really have an upline. I haven't found the Live Younger team at all. And we just had a box of patches and I think Courses Don't Lie video. I mean, we started really by scratch. And I enrolled 10 people and was manager in 4 weeks. I remember getting a certificate from LifeWave. Oh, you're a manager. I was like, oh, really? Okay. But what we did know is you have to tell the LifeWave story. That we started from the beginning. I created a presentation. I'm blessed to have 20, 30 years of marketing. And Barbara Larrabee and I offered it every week, just whoever would come. And our Sunday night presentations, we did 50 weeks out of 52 weeks. And people started coming. Those heart-centered people started coming because people were sharing the patches. So we kind of created a campfire for others to warm themselves around. So from there, we just said, we got to build a community. We've got to build a culture. We're not really sure what it is or how we'll do it, but we knew it was important. So since we didn't really have an upline at that point to show the way, I became the way. I said, okay, I'm going to do something, and right or wrong, like me or not, I'm going to pull us together. So people who wanted to feel better, who really saw the potential in this technology, started coming. And that core team evolved last fall in 21. And honestly, they've been here ever since. I'm like unbelievably honored. Whether they ranked up or not, I have this team that's so solid, who so cares, and they know each other. They feel connected. They're there for each other. That's the real gift. A lot of them became really proficient in patch protocols, way better than me. And key contributors who I would love to just right now tell you about 60 names of the amazing people that are the core. But we built marketing materials because you needed to tell the story. And we would recognize success. We'd send cards, shout outs. We would like give gifts for hitting rank, little stuff, because people are working and we appreciate it. All right. Fall of 21, somehow I found Robin and Gregory, called her, introduced myself. But what we did is we found home in Live Younger. We really did. We became part of the team and in the structure, and we really learned from all of you. Connie Lucas and Kay and Liz and all the doctors, Tom and Dr. Barbara and Ann and Dr. Jeff. And, we were like just listening. Oh, how does this work? So first clue, get on the calls. Live Younger is giving us weekly calls, the Facebook page, the resources. And then one day we heard Carol Lee and Jennifer talk about a getting to know you interview. And we thought, well, that could work. And if you go on the Live Younger site, it's on there. It really catapulted focusing our team. And Robin and Gregory's constant coaching and encouragement and call her up. Hey, we got a problem. Can we talk to VIP? So that support just gave us an underpinning. So the next thing you want to look at is events. The team leveraged events. Last January, the Nova virtual event, we all got together at one of the teammates' houses. We brought things to eat. We got to know each other better because we'd always been on Zoom. And it really was building community. It was a great day. We started doing vendor fairs and home parties and rank up contests and just, how are you guys doing? Things like that. And they started building their own teams. We got a group, the Patch Sisters, that travel around. Our team from Florida in the tennis world created a tennis team, and then Australia. We just kept saying, what do you need? Get going. But the big thing was the build up for convention last summer. And big things happen at big events, you guys. And you think, oh, I don't know if I can spend money. I don't know if I can go. You have to go. Seriously, you have to go this coming year, okay? LifeWave Convention was huge for us. And when people say David's like a rock star, I thought about that. No, he's kind of just magical. And it's like being in his presence and you go, whoa. And the big visions and the things that were coming and meeting the leaders and getting to be with Robin and Gregory and Connie Lucas and all these people you'd heard about. So we really built for convention. And I honestly, for being a kind of a small team in this big universe, I think we had one of the larger teams of attendees, and almost every people we brought to convention walked the stage. That was big, that recognition. So please get to convention. So Friday night, this last Friday night, November 25th, I enrolled a silver customer. It was raining and cold here in Texas. I wasn't thinking about presidential at all. I got up Saturday morning, looked at my numbers. We're on the big push for Black Friday. And I looked and I went, I don't know, maybe we could do it. Maybe we could go to presidential. So I called Robin and Robin goes, we can do it. I was like, okay, I don't know how. So Robin got in the saddle with me all Saturday and Sunday. She was showing the way. She was leading the effort. She's making calls to key leaders. She's checking my numbers hourly. She's making key purchases. She told me she got up 5 a.m. Sunday morning and checked my numbers. I didn't even do that. But the team was what really happened. Team, I so love you. You all said, let's do this. And it's just, I'm going to cry. It just humbled me. So the presidential director is a direct result of your team. You can't do it by yourself. It's too many points. And Barbara Larrabee's leadership and the managers and the directors and the still wannabe managers, they were all working their teams and their customers and were texting, how many points now? People are posting and calls, and everybody bought a whole lot of product, you guys, a whole lot. But we started at 82,000 points on Saturday, me staring at that screen going, whew. And by Sunday afternoon, we reached about 104,000 points. I was just shocked. But a year earlier, I had set that attention on attracting a really loving, heart-centered team. And we didn't have a roadmap. It was just us being a team. It's a team sport. How can we help each other? And so that's the core thing. And if you go, I don't know how to build a team. Well, guess what? I didn't either. I'm actually not a great manager, like corporate manager. I'm more the creative type. So I just said, well, let's see what we can do. So this year, I set my intention. This time, let me say it again. Earlier this year, I set the intention to be a presidential director by the end of the year. And honestly, I didn't know how I was going to get there. Friday night, I didn't know how. So as Robin said, set the intention and let the universe line it up. But what am I most proud of, honestly, Robin, is the team has affected thousands of lives. We have so many miracle stories that come on our Sunday night call that we're all like, you gotta be kidding me, that happened? And so for you guys, we're gonna start 2023. I've got a theme, you can steal it. A new me in 23. And my goal is everybody on my team goes SBD, because the more we do it, the more lives we're going to bless. So again, my team, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you, Live Younger.
Oh, there was lots of juice in there. Honey, why don't you share, and then I'll come back and share some more. And
I was in tears listening, Janet. You deserve it so much. It's so fun working with you. And it's all about team. It's about community. It's about long-term, mutually rewarding relationships. I know we're going to be friends forever. We're going to walk the beaches of the world together. We're going to go to Italy together. We're going to
going to Italy. You guys can come.
Yeah. And we're so blessed because we're making a living, making a difference, and you're just such an exemplary leader. So God bless you. Congratulations. That's so awesome.
I really feel like my whole team got to presidential, and again, I've never done it before. Many of them have never done it. One of our team has been so frustrated since last year. And we said, hold on, we'll get you there. And so it's coming. So thank you, everyone. Big blessings.
Well, I just want to highlight a few things that you said, Janet. Don't go away yet.
Oh,
because you said so many treasures for people that I hope, and I took notes. So I hope you guys were taking notes too, because there's a glimpse of what it takes. Janet she's never been a leader in this business before, but she became a student to learn what it takes to get where she wanted to go. And she thinks like a marketing person, and she knows that this market is massive. And I remember the very first time we started talking and you were sharing these miracle stories. Well, when you hear stories like that early on, what happens to belief? And so you set your intention, and you set your intention for where you wanted to go, but you set your intention for the kind of people you wanted to go with. And that's the beauty of this profession, is we can cherry pick our business partners. And I say, pick ye wisely. When I work with new people, I always have them write down qualities and characteristics of the kind of people you want on your team. And Janet was very clear. And when you're clear, you attract them, and then your people do the same. And then you end up with a community and an organization that is just heart-centered and beautiful and caring and sharing, and the rest is history. And you spend you know, you really do an amazing job of making people feel special by all the different ways you acknowledge them, the cards, the gifts, the celebrations, the rank advancements. That's a really big deal. For some people, they don't get it anywhere else in their life. And you are masterful at that, and leveraging events from the very first one that was virtual to the live one, to, you know, and yes, it makes a difference to meet David in person, and he is magical. You know, it's such a gift to work with him. So contests, you created contests and recognition, and you know, getting to know people. You know, this is a relationship business. You guys hear that from me all the time, first and foremost, and you take the time to get to know your people. So, you know, and when we started, you know, this whole concept of the 90 days, you know, you stepped up and you created that amazing presentation that was totally different than anything we've ever done, but it's masterful. And for those of you that haven't been on the Power of the Patch calls, you're missing out. Get people on there, your business will grow. It will. So Janet, you're a gift to all of us, and we are so grateful and so happy and so proud. Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you, Robin and Gregory. You brought us up. You did. Thank
We
you.
grow people.
You grow people. It's true. Love you guys out there. Let's win. Okay, a new me in 23.
A new me in 23.
Right.
I'm
I
in.
like
I'm
that.
in. Anyone
New
else?
me in 23.
Okay.
That's good.
I wrote
Yes.
that one in big letters. Okay. Wow. Well, a really good time to rank up is when there's a promotion and a new product all at the same time. So I know a lot of you got pay raises this last week, and today was a really great day too. And we have until 11:59 Central Time. So adjust for your time to reach out and let people know. And I know a lot of you have done that with your people. Get on the phone. Reach out to people. Just want to make sure you know that there's a fabulous Cyber Monday, Black Friday, whatever you want to call it, special, and there's a new product. And so I know a lot of you have done that. I know that Carolee and Jennifer sent out a special email to all of the members on their team and gave links to all of the new products or the products that were on special, but it's that personal touch. And that makes a huge difference to grow your business. So the Black Friday specials, and this is a time to be thinking about the holidays, and Janet's been masterful at that one too. Give the gift of health, because I think we all know people that have a hard time in the holidays. For whatever reason, holidays can either be fabulous, and for some people they could be devastating. And so Nirvana is a wonderful gift as a mood enhancer for people to help them get through in an even better way. And, you know, who doesn't want to be looking different on their face? And Alavita is amazing, amazing. We have incredible stories and pictures on Alavita. And I was talking to one of our new PCs who's going to be a brand partner any minute because she cannot not share. And so, you know, we were talking about SP6 for hormonal balancing and cutting cravings. So, and of course, Ice Wave. So you get the, you know, the price for a single sleeve that you would get if you'd have to buy 3 sleeves, and you even save $1 from that. So, you know, there's wonderful, wonderful offerings until 11:59 Central Time tonight. So after this call, I invite you to pick up the phone and reach out, send text messages, let people know, and you're in for a treat. Okay, anything else you want to say about the specials, Henny?
No, and I just want to apologize. We're having a little trouble with our internet here. As you can probably see on the screen, things are loading very slowly. In fact, the pictures never showed up from the newsletter, but I hope everybody's getting the newsletter. Beautiful picture of Janet up there. And this is there's only hours left. So it's 8:20 Central Time. So you have until midnight. So you have about 3 hours and 40 minutes. You have about 3.5 hours from the time this call's over to notify your customers, get on the phone, just want to let you know that Cyber Monday and the company's got these really cool specials. So this might be a night where you work a little bit later, just to let your customers take advantage of it. And certainly the aromatherapy is the next thing we want to talk about. And that's just here to stay. And again, the picture's gone, but we all know what it looks like. Robin and it's going to be stocking stuffers for our whole family. Okay. And one of the things that I was thinking we're going to do, I mentioned on the call this morning on our Monday morning miracle call, we're going to print out the health tracker for the aromatherapy mist and ask everyone that we give it to. It's going to be a conditional gift. And you don't want to always give conditional gifts, but the condition is we really would appreciate if you'd keep track to see how it affects you. We're hearing wonderful stories, brand new product, smells wonderful, helps you sleep, increases testosterone and does all these wonderful other things in life. And so that's what, we had 18 people over here, family and extended family, for Thanksgiving. And I hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving. We certainly did.
19.
We had a house 19, excuse me. Robin cooked a 35-pound turkey. Okay. It was a wrestling match. I'm happy to say that Robin won, but it was a big one. Anyway, but, many of those people that were here, are going to be getting, I hope they're not listening, they're going to be getting aromatherapy mists for Christmas. So it's an opportunity. Now, there are two really good replays here in the newsletter. There's the replay from last week from David. Fabulous webinar. I hope you all saw it. If you didn't, you want to see it. And you can also share it. Okay. It's loaded up in our Live Younger YouTube channel, so it's shareable very soon. It'll also be available probably in the LifeWave Business Builders YouTube channel. It usually takes them a week or two to get it up there, and we wanted to kind of jump the gun and make sure it was ready right away. And also 2 weeks ago, Connie, Ann Moreau, and Dr. Tom did a fabulous training on the aromatherapy mists. And so those are two things I would encourage everyone to listen to. And they're both shareable because they're in our Live Younger YouTube channel. And, you want people to know what it's all about. So it was the biggest week the company ever had. They haven't made that announcement, but I was talking today with David Jumper, who's way up there at the top. And he says, biggest week the company's ever had, no doubt in my mind, because it's the biggest week we ever had. And for many of you, I'm sure it was the biggest week you ever had. So really excited about moving into December. And we're going to start talking about giving the gift of health for the holidays. And that's what I'd like everybody to be thinking about. Okay. It's not just about getting more points and getting to the next pin position or whatever it might be. It's about how big a difference can you make in how many people's lives. And it's, we're all going to be spending money on Thanksgiving, on Christmas, on the holidays, Hanukkah, whatever holiday you're celebrating. But, and maybe money's a little bit more limited this year than it was in previous years. Maybe it's more abundant than it was, but we're all going to be giving gifts. And why not make it the gift of health? Okay. So that's what we love giving, and we love sharing with you. So we're going to be talking a lot about, and I know a few weeks ago, Janet did a wonderful presentation on holiday marketing and gifting ideas. And she's agreed to come back and do part 2 on Thursday morning on our business chat. So tune in this Thursday morning for part 2 from our new presidential director, Janet Kiefer.
Yay. And just a quick insight from me about the mists. One of the best ways to alkalize your body, because disease can't exist in an alkaline environment, is to do deep breathing. And I think, I don't know how intentional David was about this, but taking the time first thing in the morning and last thing before bed of doing 8 deep breaths, and do them slowly and do them intentionally. They're very, very powerful. And at the same time, you're taking in those beautiful mists that are doing all that, those wonderful benefits for your body. So thank you, David, for getting all of us to breathe deeper too.
So do you want to talk about tomorrow night? We've got one
Oh,
of our
sure. We have
favorites back on with us.
Yes. So we have tomorrow night, we have a great call. It's our introduction to LifeWave and X39, the technology, the company, and David. And our special guest is Anne Moreau tomorrow night. And Anne does this magnificent job of weaving stories into her presentation, into answering questions. And I learned so much, and so does everybody else. So this is a great opportunity to invite guests and get your customers on there. Anyone who wants to learn, it's a great call. So thank you, Anne, for being with us tomorrow. And honey, you want to do Power of the Patch?
Yeah, Power of the Patch, every Wednesday, Thursday. Now, we did skip last Thursday. It was Thanksgiving, but every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday are Power to Patch webinars. We're just having a very consistent, good attendance. I'd love it to be great attendance. And during these next 4 weeks, this is the time. I know a lot of people are rooting for Aruba, and they're shooting for Aruba. And, he who or she, they that invite the most wins. This is an invitational game. And it begins with the invitation. And whether you're using the InTouch app or you're meeting with somebody, you're patching somebody, I think the Power of the Patch webinar is just another additional touch point, a very potent touch point, that we have two of our presidential directors, Connie Lucas and Janet Kiefer, doing these presentations, 4 times a week for your benefit, for you and your team. So I really encourage you to keep plugging in and bring a guest to everyone. If you could get a guest on every one of those, 4 guests a week, just think over the next 4 weeks, that'd be 16 new guests. You'd probably have at least half of them joining you as customers or distributors.
Let me talk about Aruba for a second, because a lot of you are going for it, and we're looking at the numbers, and a lot of our team is way up there. So we have till December 31st. We have just a few days over a month to do it. And I want to let everyone know that the company has mostly all caught up. And I'm going to say mostly because there's a few little things missing, but they have caught up from August and September. So the numbers on the board are pretty accurate. And I say pretty accurate because I knew some of our numbers were missing. So I invite you, if you're going for it, go through your team. How many auto ships do you have? Your monthly subscriptions for your personally enrolled? How many brand partners are getting? If you've had rank advancements, if you've had upgrades, all the different ways that, PIBs, you get points for all of it. So count your own points if you are going for it. If you don't have the same numbers that the company has, do screenshots and get them off to me, and we'll get them to VIP, and we'll make sure everything matches up perfectly, because we want to go to Aruba with you. As the team that plays together stays together, and we will be there. One way or another, we will be there. And I don't know if we're going to get the points, but they allow a few SPDs to pay a little bit to join everybody. So we'll see. But we're in the running once we catch up with those points that are missing. But we'll see. And I don't want to take your spot, though. Anyway, Aruba it's like you've heard me say, once you've been to a LifeWave event, you don't want to ever miss another one. So that's Aruba. And we talked about let's see, on Thursdays we have the Canadian webinar. They're still having those opportunity webinars. They've already got their points things handled. And I want to acknowledge Ravel for the #1 point earner in Canada, and Patty, and who else from Canada? We have several of our people from Canada coming in. I'm sorry if I missed you. I didn't look that up. So that other new director bonus is still going on.
Mhm.
So anyone who becomes a director before December 31st for the first time and has 5 guests, and you've got to document who they are and what happened when they came to the Power of the Patch Zooms, you get an extra $500 to start off your new year. So that's pretty exciting. And you do need to be a director that last week, the week of the 31st, whatever that is. So excited about that. Anything else, honey?
No, I just want to encourage everyone to plug in, and at the bottom of the newsletter, there's a simple outline of our calls, and you could cut it out, tape it on your on your wall, on your desk, but plug into the calls and plug your people in. the team that, plays together, stays together, and we love what we do, and we're here for you. So, and that's my final words tonight.
That's beautiful. And as you heard from Janet, she and her team plug in. And it does, you get close to the fire, you feel it, and the heat rises. And so, and look in your organization, where's the heat? Go down to find where the juice is. That's what I ask people that are wanting to grow. Where's the juice? It doesn't matter what level down below you, work with those people that are most excited. We can't push people. It doesn't work. But the people that are on fire, feed the, fuel that fire and be there for them and do the calls with them and have fun, because we are into the most exciting time. And I'm going to finish up by saying, this time of gratitude, and as we're nearing the end of the year, we have a few special rituals that we offer as a community every year, and we'll be offering them to everyone very soon. There's the year-end questions of completing the year, because conscious completion is something that can make a huge difference in creating what's next. And then the questions for creating the new year. So you'll all be getting those probably, you think, next week's newsletter, honey?
It's up to you.
Okay. I need
right.
I need your help.
Okay, you got it.
And then we have a special guest to do a special call that we've been doing every year at this time, to do conscious completions for your life and for your day and whatever, with JJ Joshua. She is the master of completions, because if you have incompletes in your life, it causes holes in the boat, and those holes in the boat leak energy, and that's where we lose our power. And so if you have never been on one of those, or if you have been on one of those, you will find it extremely, I believe you'll find it extremely valuable, and ending your year really strong, feeling complete and ready to start the new one. So it's a new me in 23, our battle cry.
And that'll be upcoming Thursday, December 15th, I believe.
Right, that's the
So we're a
15th.
couple of
So
weeks out on that.
we'll be in touch and let everybody know when it is. It'll be a Thursday morning. It'll be a special Thursday morning. And don't we have, did you say Janet's willing to do this Thursday morning?
Yes, she did.
Okay, so we got
This
a
Thursday
lot going on, and this whole belief system about holiday time, it doesn't work with this business at all. Our business keeps growing at holiday time. So just know that people want what we have. They really, this is the time people are looking at their health and their wealth, and they want to feel better in the new year, and they want to have more financial resources. So we are in the right place at the right time with the right company, and we get to take the ride of our lives together. So we are so grateful to each and every one of you, because we have really an amazing community of people that care and share. And I set that intention from the beginning, and it worked. Okay, so I
All
guess
right.
we get to say goodbye. See you soon.
That's all, folks. See you soon. Good night.